Hiya. Excuse me. Thanks for joining in. Oh, I haven't been on for a while. I had a stinker of a cold last week. Some folk might say it's a detox. Some say it's a cold, a virus. I haven't a clue. But whatever it is, it laid me out for a while. Feeling grotty, not being able to breathe. Blech. Oh, fortunately, being retired, I had nothing else to do anyway, so I just didn't go to the gym for a week. And I'm back. So it's actually the 1st of October. We're nearly at 1:30 in the afternoon UK time. And obviously it's Susan here, as you probably well know. So sorry I haven't been on for a while. We were promised that a lot would be happening, and I feel as if there's not a lot happening except for all the hype around what's happening in the States at the moment. And I will be sorely pleased when the 6th of November is over and done with. Um, I can't help but believe that everything we're seeing is staged one way or another. Um, I mean, I actually saw what I thought was a hilarious video of a certain Miss Harris, who during the middle of the interview had to go, yep, what was that? Oh, you want me to talk about? Yeah, okay. Yep, yep, that's fine. And she had these earrings in, which are obviously a sort of radio thing, and she was taking instructions in the middle of an interview, which made it so obvious that this is what she does. So yet again, it's all play acting. I mean, who really would think somebody of how she appears would be worthy of a top position in government? But then we have the same situation here in this country, and the person that's at the top in this country, doesn't it look as if they have two neurons to rub together? Um, just looking at the person, he's like the Pillsbury Doughboy. His face is all soft, and he's just a face only a mother could love. You just want to slap him out of it, don't you? No, 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 no. That's the aggressive side of me. I wouldn't want to do that. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that supposedly two world leaders. She's not there yet, obviously, but she's trying to be really hard. And we've got one in this country, and they're just looking like fools. Absolute fools. Is this a wake up call? Surely it has to be a wake up call. And it just goes to show that, people are being puppeted. And I did see a tweet going, oh, I mean, is he maybe gay? I mean, who cares in this day and age whether he is or not? That's not something you can blackmail somebody over. However, um, he was involved in a case some time ago where the culprit, a well known Top of the Pops host culprit, was let off very lately, cover up, da 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 da. And we have another one recently, again, working for the same company, but this time as a newsreader, who, after so much evidence of wrongdoing with little people, has been given a suspended sentence. I know how I would suspend him from the nearest flipping tree. No, 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 no. That's my aggressive side coming out again. No, no, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm supposed to be good and spiritual and forgive and yeah, we're learning lessons for all these people who do us wrong, but it doesn't save the trauma from the people who've been wronged. And I think what after the 4 years that have gone on and everything that we've learned, those of us who have been learning at an exponential rate over the past 4 years, fortunately, I was a bit aware before that, but over the past few years, it's just what I have learned is nobody's business. And a lot of it, I wish I could take the Harry Potter wand and get back out again because I don't want to know. And I think that's the point. It's when it gets to that stage with little people that folk really start to put their foot down. And they don't care really what happens to pensioners' fuel allowance. Most of us are going to manage, and the people who are really on basic will be getting pension credit and so on and so forth. So they probably will manage. It's a bit of a blow because like a lot of people, are just over the threshold. Um, I'm just lucky I don't have a mortgage, so, or rent to pay, so that lets me off. But so anyway, I'm not saying we don't care what happens to old people, but there's less of an uproar. But when it happens to little people, we all have a vested interest. And these are the people who need to move on to the future. These are the people that we need to educate with compassion and not with the horror stories that are happening just now. These are the people that mixture of star seeds in there that need to be supported and loved, and not to be thought that there's something off about them seeing the world differently from the rest of us. It should be celebrated, and we should be overjoyed that these little people are seeing the world differently from us, and seeing it hopefully in the purest form of love. And that's where we need to be. And it worries me at the moment. I went to a show, a dance show. I won't give the details because it's no fair. But um, eventually I realised it was good versus evil. And good was going to win out, which was fine. But the first half was all the demonic side and the red lights and the cowls and the orbs that they were marching in a very ceremonious way. And I was beginning to get a bit freaked out, thinking, "Oh God, here we go again, Olympics all over again," type of thing. And it was beginning to grab me. I have to say, because I just don't like that such ceremonial evil, such satanic rites can be openly accepted. And of course, I voiced this at the interval. Said, that's just how things are these days, And I'm thinking, I don't want it to be accepted that that's just how these things are these days. And in particular, a lot of the celebrity dance routines and songs that they're singing, the words in these songs, I feel it's almost like mass grooming. And we need to protect our little people from this. And I genuinely believe that the worst of the offenders with these in this category have been taken out, and what we're seeing now is the middle of the road. There's layers, obviously. Um, it's like an onion. You take off the top layer and so on and so forth. Um, and I see that now with the newscaster and certain low level celebrities, music industry and so on, being exposed for what they are being exposed. And then these people, social influencers, newsreaders, um, folk in the music industry that are well known, folk are now beginning to take notice. Um, Taylor Swift's name keeps coming up, and I keep hearing it, and maybe I'm now triggered to it, but I keep thinking, "Oh, where is she really going to go? Is she MTF? She, he? Who can say?" But obviously there was Southport, then there was it Venice or Vienna? I can never remember which. But there was a Who Habit That. There was the fact that our governmental leader was got free tickets to one of our concerts. Oh my! I mean, the fact that he would want to go in the first place is indicative of his frame of mind. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, watch your little people, love them, nurture them, protect them from. I, there's a lot of. What can I say without making it sound ridiculous? There's a lot of bullying in schools, but it doesn't just come from the children. Um, it's almost as if there's a deliberate need not to really understand children in schools. Just get on with it. Some of it's handled really, really well, I have to say. And but I heard a friend of mine, a mum, who just felt her wee boy just wasn't being listened to. His worries and concerns about the interaction with other peoples was not being taken seriously. But I do know that in other cases it is. So there's good and bad everywhere. So all I'm saying is once they're in your sphere of um, not I won't necessarily say responsibility, but don't forget to look after little people. Treat them with love, compassion, encourage them to do the same. Encourage them to think for themselves. If we can do nothing else, let them think for themselves. Let them accept their intuition. Um, oh, they're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I've got three grandkids, and watching them is just a joy. And watching other little people about the streets is just such a joy. I just want to sit back and smile. It fills me. So yeah, let's remember it's all about them. They're our future. Make sure they love themselves, they understand themselves, they work with others in compassion. Um, I've gone way over my time. That's nearly 11 minutes. So I will say thank you for tuning in. I'll see you again. And remember, live your life, live, love, and be happy. Thank you, folks.